Okay, we're gonna work on the bearings right here. So first thing I do is figure out what we got in here. Yeah, you can't see what I'm doing way over there. Okay, here's the washers they had in it. They had one thin one, one thick one. You can lay them down and feel the difference. We're going to use the early style bearing cages. Here's a replacement thick washer. Here's the late snap ring, and here's the early snap ring, which should be correct with this. So the correct stuff for this application is this. They had this, and I don't know what they had for a clip. So what we got to do is we got to figure out what we're going to use. So the first thing we do is take the stuff that they have. We're going to see what fits the crankshaft, because this is a different crank. So first thing we do is we take the big fat one. It goes right there. We take our two cages, then we take our other one, and you look to see what the gap is to the snap ring. See what the gap is? See how you get a big gap in there?
Mm-hmm.
Take out the thin one, put the thick one in there. See the gap now?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the correct early snap ring. Now you see how much inflow you got. So we don't have a lot of inflow. See, we should have inflow. We have very little inflow. So that's a little bit tight. So is this washer all the way down? See how that washer's not all the way down?
Right.
Because S&S has not put a sharp straight edge on here. They got a radius in there. And this washer is not radius cut. So let's see if their washer is radius cut. This is their washer, and it looks like it's square cut too. So you have the same problem, doesn't fit, see? So what we got to do now is we got to put a radius on the inside of this, or big chamfer in here, so it'll sit inside the radius flywheel down here, and then it will fit correctly. And then all the stock parts should fit in like they're supposed to, and not use this real thin part. So you can go to the lathe and do a little trimming. Fun. Go that way. Oh, that way's blocked. We're going the long way.
You get people dizzy watching this.
I get dizzy every day. Right after I open my eyes up in the morning. It's still dark over here. See if we're going to break anything. Yeah, we're probably going to hit. I got a pretty good chamfer in there.
Mm-hmm.
Radius in this case, because I used a radius deburring tool to make it. See, now it's a radius cut, see. Now you can go all the way back over there and see the fit. Try getting my exercise.
Yeah, obstacle course around here.
Here's the fitting. Now, we put the snap ring in there. So we have a little bit of clearance. See that clearance right there?
Mm-hmm.
So now we got clearance. We don't have to have this stupid thin washer, it's not correct. So now that's how you figure out what you need. And make it fit when it doesn't fit like it's supposed to. See, that's why you check it. Alright, so now the next thing is you got to figure out your bearings. Remember those from last time?
Yep.
We'll all kinds of fun with those.
Last night,
Yep.
too many numbers.
Too many numbers. Well, now we're going to the main shaft instead of the rods. This could be different. This doesn't fit. We're going to keep this because we're going to use that. Okay. So you need to find out what size that is. What size is it?
I'd say under,
Under 1.5 inches and 1 3/8 inches.
I'd say, I don't know, about 1.5 inches.
Okay, it appears the pinion shaft's about 2/10 under, it looks like. Flip it around. Let's see. It's 8.5 to 9. See your number there? What number you got?
It's over there. I can't see from here.
Can't see it.
I'm filming.
It's 8.
Okay.
That one is 8 1/4. That one's more like 8.5. This is 9. You know what that means, don't you? 9.
Is that around?
That is correct. How much?
About 1/10.
1/10. 4 gauge and 7 millimeter. Is that 0?
Yep, right on the money.
So what number we want?
We want 8, right?
We're -1. We're going to 9/10 clearance. So you want 8.
Yep.
It's just a brand new race. So it's 1 under. 4/10 under, 5 under right there maybe. Ooh, that one's over. Must be out around 0. Okay. So there you go. So get a little honing to do on that new part with a shocker. Assuming our bearings are standard. What size are our standard bearings going to be?
I don't know. I don't know what the standard size is.
1/4 inch.
Oh, okay.
We're running out of these. The last bag of those. I got some of these. Open yet? Ooh, that's not open yet. There's some here. So what size do you think standard is going to be? Standard or 200?
Okay, standard's 1/4 inch.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like 223.
200. It's on 8. See the 8?
Yep.
As usual, standard is not standard. It's undersized. So that means we drop our number from 9 or from 8 down to 2 if we use these. Which is a little bit small. Two 10 squares.
Those are 250.
Mm-hmm. 0.
Yep.
Around that way. 0. So 2/10 over is actually standard. Alright, so we got 1. 1 times 8, so we're going to hold it out to 8, or we're going to hold it out to 2. So whichever comes up first, will either be 2 or it'll be up at 8. Now what roller we use over there. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
And we're already at 1 or 2 in this one spot. About up in here, I think. Alright, so that's ready to be honed. Don't mess up. Alright, shut that off, we gotta set the hone. Alright. Okay, how hot the caser is. Definitely tapered. Definitely going to be using 2 over bearings. We're already at 6/10 on the big side. I saw 3 on the low side. Alright, now we can see what we got working. That was 8, 9, 8/4, 7, 8, 6.5 way up there. What number we want?
1 at 8, didn't you?
8 to 9, yeah. Of course, we are putting heat in so we can expand it a little bit. So always figure at least an extra 10 or 2 for that. And from 9 to 10, I'll be out of the way. 9, 8 3/4, and 9.5, 8.5, 7.5, 7/4. So the tie is right here, so we're going a little more in this direction. The other day at the park. about it. That's it. Plastic all over the internet now. Another half a tank more. Paste. Nine and a half, 10 on that side. 8.25, 8.5 family right there. Drops at 8. 8.25. Alright. So how much was our variaments? 1 3/4.
1 3/4. Okay.
Not very good. Kind of a crappy job there.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay, it's perfect.
There.
There you go. Just don't measure it. Okay, now you go clean it and we'll come back and check with some real rollers and see what it really feels like.
Okay. Shut it off.
Yep. Coming through.
Go.
Okay, I got the whatever, bearing race honed. It shrunk about 1/10 and a half, so we're a little snug in one spot. So we can go ahead and see how this fits up. So make sure we put our chamfered washer down over here. You're in the way, move. Go the other way. Go the other way. You go the other way. You go the other way. Now you're out of the way. Good job.
Getting a tour of the shop, bikes, tools.
He's in the way. Try to kick him out. Come on. Too tight. Yeah, that shrinkage I don't like. So you set them up tight and then it shrinks a little bit. You're too tight.
So you got to rehone it.
Yeah, a little bit. Or I got to put smaller rollers in it. Which one do you want to do?
Probably easier to rehone it. Unless
No,
the rollers.
It's not easy to rehome, but
Well,
it's a little snug.
you're the builder. Let you make that decision.
Yeah, we'll try the standards. It's easier to try more rollers than have to double clean everything 15 more
Yeah.
times.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, those are... No, I lost one. Look at that, I can do patterns.
Wow, you're good.
That's good, it would have worked the first time. This one I didn't have open bag yet.
So you're going to standard.
I need to hold out 2/10, so we're going to be 2/10 bigger, so we'll see what happens.
So you going back up to a 1/4 inch, and you were 2/10 under, right?
Yes. These are quarter. 2/10 under is what these are. Actually, these ones I didn't measure because these are new in the bag. Oh yeah, these are under. Yep. Consistently 8. That seems to be the standard around here. I like to have a little bit of clearance in my lower ends.
And that was a little too tight for your liking, huh?
I don't like the other way you're doing. You put everything way too tight, but if you want to get another 200,000 miles out of this motor, we're going to have to
At least.
give you some room to work with. You said you wanted to make it reliable like an Evo. I think that's what you said, wasn't it?
Yeah, practically is going to be an evil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Evil valve train.
No, it's still shovel valve train.
Well, I mean the push rod and the oiling system.
Yep. Go.
You're making me work too hard.
You have to walk backwards like 3 feet. Yeah, it's pretty hard. This is either going to be good or it's going to be a little loose. Ooh, performance application. I like that.
Looser.
Yeah, I like them being loose. You probably don't, but that's where I would like. That's perfect for me.
Okay, well if it's perfect for you, it's perfect for me.
No, you drive. You don't drive as hard as I am.
Well, that's true. I won't have to rebuild it as often as you would.
That's right. Yeah, they're a little bit looser than what you would want for your bike. Yep. So you want to loosen? Let me loosen up the other one.
I just want it to where you think it's good.
It's good where it was, but everything else.
Well, you can put it back to...
It's like your bushings are loose in your cam cover, so it just matches. Your call. We're a couple tenths loose, a couple tenths tight, so I can either hold it or leave it loose.
Well, if you're okay with it being loose, then that's fine.
Yeah, loose I like.
Okay,
I
well,
like loose.
leave it.
Loose is always good.
Leave it then.
Tight's tight. Tight's bad.
Leave it. That way you don't have to hone and all that other
Well, you
stuff.
can still do it. It doesn't matter. Whatever way you want to go. Just now you got more clearance. That's fine.
Yeah, just leave it. Did you get that other roller that rolled underneath the bag? Or? Oh, I guess you got it off.
Oh, I saw the one go down. Well, I heard one. Oh, there's a second.
Yeah.
I would have found it later.
Okay, I'm okay with loose like that.
Okay, so you like loosey-goosey, so we're good with loosey-goosey.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to put that on right now. I'm going to leave that off. Okay, now we get to work on this side. Damn, that is small. That's way small. Okay.
So you got different size rings.
Yeah, it had a 0 and I'm going to put a 5 in it. I can't remember the last time I had to use a 0 on anything. It's probably what you would use though. So we got to set the end play between these bearings for the fitment. And we're not taking this off to re-lube it, so we're going to lube it now. Why don't you move back about 3 feet? You're between me and the work project, and you're in a bad location.
How if I just stay here?
Whatever, as long as you get away from me being in the middle of my job. This is for a sports, why'd you grab that?
Because it's a sporty you're putting together, remember?
Big twin, see it's bigger. confused me. I saw that.
Is that a genuine Harley tool?
Nope.
Homemade?
Nope. Well, parts of it are homemade. I made this piece, and I added the bearings, and I lengthened the handles. Other than that, it's factory. Factory aftermarket anyway. This is a long process of installation here. Now if we beat this on a big hammer or press it on, it will tend to knock the crank out of true. So it's best not to do that.
Yeah.
Now if I heated the bearing up, it would slop on a lot easier though. But I'm not into doing it easy.
That's why they make that tool that you're using.
It's alright. We still got to press it together even in or pull it together. This is pulling it together. If I use that S&S tool down there under the bench, I could do this a lot quicker. But I couldn't fit the bearing. Install the bearing, can't fit the bearing. I like to fit the bearing, make sure it's right. Here's where our washer is. Make sure you always have it in there. Very important. Just in case it's perfect. Better leave it. Sometimes I get lucky. Make sure the rods go where they belong. 2 holes, 2 rods. You probably didn't know that, did you?
What's that?
2 holes, 2 rods?
I know about 2 holes and 2 broads.
Was. I'm sure it's almost the same thing.
I got that part down.
Good for you. Probably didn't work very good already. FXR though.
Well, I have to sit one backwards in the front.
There you go.
You get a sidecar.
This is double educational videos now.
One sits in the front facing me, her legs wrapped around, and one sits behind me, holding on to her legs with her legs wrapped around her.
There you go.
There we go.
Screw the sidecar.
Yeah. I need to get back to motor work here.
Breaking his concentration.
He's thinking, orale pues, take off your dress.
Alright. Are we tight yet?
You tell me. You're the one doing
It's
it.
tight.
I'm just filming.
Wow, nice. Perfect.
No, it's tight. Got no clearance. No clearance, Clarence.
How much clearance you supposed to have?
More than 0. Yeah, this is probably close to being a 0, but I want some clearance, so we're going to have to make it bigger. So I went from 0 to 5. Let's go bigger. We'll go to a 6 or 7. We're not talking tens this time, we're talking pounds.
Bigger spacer.
Bigger spacer.
Thicker spacer.
Thicker spacer. Just think if I started at 0, how long it would take to get to this point.
Yeah.
See, it kind of moves on its own. See, it's not quite free. It's got a drag in it.
And you want it just to free.
It has
Free
to be
will.
fairly free, and you want it to be clear.
Does it expand when it gets up?
I imagine.
Let me put that biking wheel in there. be something gold in the way. Boom! Shit, all perfect. Now for the fun. Bike's definitely in the way. You dropped the crank.
I wonder his neck's messed up, getting in
Knock
all
out
those
two again.
contorted angles.
I can tell he's doing better
What
though.
was that?
I said, no wonder your neck's messed up, getting in on all
It's
those
hard to do that
contorted
without bending
angles.
my neck, because the neck hurts like crazy right now.
It still does?
Of course it does. Here. You did a lousy job of fixing it.
Oh. That sucks.
Pick that up next to my neck. See? That's alright, this isn't that heavy. See, you have to put it precisionally right back where it belongs. See how you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, I got near the press. I got dirty. Better use a dirty rag. It's clean right too. See? Look at that. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Alright, so how big was this 5-thou washer? It's 5.5.
So you're gonna go, what, about a 6?
I need a 6.5. I'll go up 1. So I need something between 6.5 and 7. So I'm going to pull out the 5. Let's go see how big the 6s are. There's an overlap in this as you go. So. This one's only 6 1/4. That's not even hardly 6.
There you go.
6 1/4. 6.
You have to go for the 7s.
6. You never know. 6 1/4 again. 6 1/2 almost. 7 might be almost 8. You never know.
Oh wow.
There's a variable in there. Yeah, 7 3/4. That one's only 7. The next one bigger. Or 6 1/2. 7 1/2. That's one you put in there. It's 10. Who put that in there? And this one's 7 3/4, even bigger. Okay, we'll have a 6 3/4, but we got a 6 1/4 to 6 1/2. We'll use that one. If that don't work, we can go to a 7 or a 7.
And the one you had before was 5.5, right?
Yes, well, we started at 0, which we didn't put together. Because I knew that was going to be a bolt. Not even close. For some reason, in the last 8 years, they have had all these pre-fitted bearings come through with unfitted parts. They just have a 0 in there. And they're never 0. The closest I've got to 0 was a 2. Usually they're more in the 5 to 7 areas, the most common sizes. So that the shims are actually 105 thousandths is what we're talking about. But we're just rounding it off.
It's gonna be this one. Just like I said.
Still no clearance.
The 7.
You always want to spin it around a couple times, get the roller centered up, and check it. No clearance. See, a tapered bearing can be tight. You know, negative clearance on it, it'll still roll. We got 0. So this is what, 6 1/2 we just used?
That 7 you had
So
right here.
yeah, 7 might do the trick.
I could rather, well, the next one up was a 7 3/4 was the big one.
Oh, we got a 7.
Yeah, looking more like 7 1/4, 7 1/2. And just keep stepping it up until we get it. Look at all the exercise I'm getting. I need that. One of these I had to do like about 8 times. I had to do it. I started small. I didn't step it up very quickly. It took forever.
This one's 7 on the left. Right here.
What do you got bigger than 7?
This one's 7 right on the button.
I'm gonna have to go bigger.
And 8 would be too big then, right?
I know there's a 7 3/4, but I'd rather have 7 than 7 1/2. I'm picky. Yeah, bigger than that. All the way up.
This one, here's an 8.
That was too big. Maybe. We don't know if it's too big until we try it, right?
There's a 7. That's the first one's a 7. That one's an 8.
Measuring 7 right there in that one spot. Average is 6 1/2. Put these away. Take this one to 5. One of these.
These right here, that's 7, that's 8.
One of these two.
They're just laying there.
7 1/2. 7 3/4. Go 7 3/4.
Cut to the chase.
Some exercise? Go for it. Give my neck a rest. Goes down about 3/4 of an inch before it stops.
Okay.
There you go. Tough job right now. Getting broken in.
Yeah.
The more times you go up and down the shaft, the more it burnishes it in. You're good, just go all the way down until it bottoms. And put a little squeeze to it. Rod's in the other hole in it. Yep. Get a little harder?
Not bad though.
No, it's just a workout. Close. No, tight.
Pretty tight.
Tighten it up. There you go. There you go. No. It's got to be tight to check it. That rolls a little bit further now.
Mm-hmm.
Still no clearance. Just barely can feel something. Yep, should have the 8 in there. hear it?
Mm-hmm. I did.
Hear that? That's your clearance.
Are you happy with that, or you gotta go 8?
I'd rather have a little looser.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go up to the next one up was at 8. We'll put the 8 in there.
So that one was a 7?
This was 7.5, I think. 7 3/4. 7 3/4, I think. They
And what-
vary a little bit. They're never flat. They're always
Yeah.
they're a quarter to half a thou around flatness. They're never perfect.
There's some 8 right here.
That was even, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll put that one in there. Remember, it started at 0.
Yep.
This is a taper, so 1 thou clearance is more than 1 thou change. It works off of both sides of the taper.
You know what? I moved it to another spot, and it dropped down.
So it's a tremendous amount of difference. If you want to take out a couple thou clearance out of it, you wouldn't take out 1 thou shim, you take out like half a thou shim.
Okay.
Because it adds up quickly. The way you're working on an angle, it's not a straight flat surface.
What was that you put in there?
It's like 7.5, 7 3/4.
Okay.
So you got like an 8, 8 3/4 now?
Yeah, you might want to go a little bit more than this one, because this one right here, I just tried another spot, and it's a little under.
That's alright.
So it's like 7 3/4.
We'll see. We'll compare it to what this
So
one
you're gonna
has.
go a little bit bigger than 8, or just try 8?
I want another quarter more than this to a half more max, because that's going to add a couple thou in for it. And these are new bearings, they're going to break in, so they're going to get a couple thou extra clearance from wear. You don't want to start out loose on a tight street motor. For a hot rod motor, yeah, we want it loose, but it's like that right main bearing. We put it a little bit looser, you need to have this a little looser too. You want one tight, one loose.
There you go. This was the one.
Let's see this.
That's the one you want right there.
Okay, this is 7 3/4.
This one's just a little over 8.
Yeah, this is 7 3/4 consistent. That's 8 1/4, 8 1/4.
Yep.
This is pretty even, 8 1/4 all the way. So that's a half thou. We'll go with that.
We'll bag this up.
All right.
Put the 8s back now.
Missing a piece. It looks like this. Resembles this piece right here. Do it again.
Why not?
Go for it. Take that other piece out and get your fingers stuck in that piece. It hurts. So now we got up 8 1/4 thou from what it was starting. Real close. That's why I keep all my old shims. You're not getting yours back either.
I don't want them back.
Keep every one I get. You can send me motors out there. Look how many shims I got.
So if this were a race motor, would you use something like a 9 maybe?
Race motor?
Yeah.
I got 10 in there.
10? Wow.
Oh, I got 20 thou in play on my crank, on my race bike. That thing really flops all over the place. But you're not running 8,000 RPM all day long.
Well, you
So.
got clearance.
You got clearance in there now? How much it rolls about? Nice and easy now?
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot.
Not a lot of clearance, but
No, I only went up to half a thou. So. Oh yeah, that's nice and loose.
mm-hmm.
This is more of a high performance fit now. See, that half a thou makes a big difference. Look, you can't hear it though.
I can hear it all the way from here.
So you can't really see it moving much though.
I can see it.
Not a lot, just a little bit.
Oh.
Remember, the right case had quite a bit of jiggle in it, so you want a little bit of jiggle on this too. That way the crank can float evenly. So you don't want one side trying to restrict it over the other. If you're going to run them both loose, you run them both, or you run them both tight. You don't do one of each. Now that'll probably up to $1 double if you put, tons of a lot of miles on it. If you get about 5,000-10,000 miles on it, which will still be fine, it won't hurt it any. If you put them in too tight, they'll actually glue the bearings and they get real tight.
Mm.
Then they get real loose after that.
Don't want that.
A helicopter. Alright, these are all 7s. There's no special tool you can use to check this stuff because every crank has a different amount of press fit on that shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the tighter the more press you got, the more it's going to expand the roller bearing, and that's going to change the fitness. So the only way you can check it is you have to do it this way. Alright, nice and loose now. I like them. Perfect. Okay. Just screwdriver, I guess. Okay, now you have to go and put the bearing over here. One on that. Gotta make sure you put the bevel flat in. See how much I beveled it from the sharp edge. Now that's considered a screw up by S&S because they didn't match the bevels. That's what the washers would be. That's their manufacturing error there. When they make the stuff, they should make it so it bolts together. This is your old crappy used washer that we're going to use. I know you wanted that.
Of course. I don't want new parts.
Perfect, see, went right together. Oh, this is your original one we didn't use. That should be 0. Well, you put that 10 back in there, didn't you? I wonder who that got this time. Probably in the 7. It was that real dark
Yeah,
one.
I think it did go in the 7.
It was that real dark one. Pull it out, we get to this one away anyway, so. We'll find that 7. Snapper, we just roll it around. Make sure it's in there. Make sure you got your in-plane of washers. See clearance from the bearing there? You don't want that tight. Should be 7. There's a real dark one.
We're doing 6.
No, I don't think so, though. It's going a little dark. But
Maybe one at 6.
here's this one.
Got it?
Yep. See, that's where we started, see, at 0.
Can't see. It's too blurry.
You have to put that at half the blow up to get it where you can see.
Yeah, but then it... Well, if you keep it still, just let it focus.
I'm getting tired. My hand's getting really tired. It feels like 50 pounds right now.
Okay, well...
You got it?
Now, no, okay.
See, it's
Is
at
it right
0.
at 0, yeah.
Yeah, that's not where it's supposed to be. Well, then it's at 7. We're done with 7s. We need 9 or 10. We need a 0. Less than 0.1 would be 0. And perfect. Put you in charge of bearing, snap ring, spacers. Pretty good, huh? All right. What do we do over here?
Bearing, snap ring.
Didn't move it yet. You missed that. You're not paying attention?
No, I missed it.
You see.
I'm too busy concentrating on filming.
Oh, okay. That is
I knew you were going to lube it before you put the case on.
well, I couldn't. I might not because it might dry up and get old and hard and it'll be no good.
So where did that snap ring go? Right there?
Yeah, it's sitting right there, can you see it? Yep. Get your glasses on. Did it have the correct finish for you on the bearing rest? Need my buffing little polisher. It's like lubricating the mirror, it's so finish.
It's a nice finish.
What inch is this shovel gonna be?
80. I think we're even standard bore, aren't we?
Well, it's 10 over according
10?
to pistons,
So
yeah.
it's gonna be a huge motor. It's like 80.5 cc
Wow.
cubic inches maybe.
So let's call it 81.
Got the average up. A long ways. Okay. You always want to make sure you got clearance on this. See how the case has got rock in it?
Mm-hmm.
About some dippity do.
Dippity doo doo. You want to dip it in crap on the ground or something?
Some gray.
Gray crap? No, I don't need any gray crap. We'll use a bolt in there though.
No sealer.
Nope. Let's see where. This is a hazmat free area. Where all these bolts go?
That one goes there, 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 and that long one goes up on top.
That's the short one. Yeah, but these here all look like the same length. That's a different case. We can't reuse that hardware, even though it looks better. He wants this black ones here with the chrome nuts on them so they rust.
How's it came with the case?
Doesn't mean you have to stay with the case. It means it came with the case.
And no, I'm not going to use acorn nuts.
Okay. Let's see. Could look nice like this one right here. See the acorns?
Nah, I don't like acorns. I had acorns before.
If you like Mario, you want lock nuts on them. You don't even do lock nuts, you're just doing regular nuts. He's really going cheap.
Yeah, put some red Loctite on there.
Red, that's your favorite color, red?
Yeah,
Perfect. Works on everything,
that's right.
especially on the air cleaner vacuum plate covers. Uh-oh,
Somebody's texted me.
that's a text? We don't have text around here. That's enough for mock-up purposes.
That's true. Yeah, no sealer. Huh?
Mock up,
The final assembly you'll use sealer.
maybe. Hey, the crank's still loose, that's a good sign. Are these bolts gonna go all the way in or are they gonna walk up? Trying to walk up. Nope, they made it. There we go, that's a good one right there. We didn't need that, did we? Somebody's throwing their tools around again. We got tight. Yes, we got tight. Okay, if it doesn't turn, it's not a good sign. Is it moving around a lot or is it staying straight?
Looks straight to me from here.
What about that pinion shaft? Is it flopping all over the place?
Oh,
Nope, enough of it. That thing's nice and smooth.
Should be, it's only a quarter thou out of whack. Okay. What are we doing next?
we're going to put the cam cover on.
We're going to see if this cam cover's any good.
Yeah.
It's a moment of truth.
See if that's a good batch or the bad batch.
I'm going to use this crappy gasket though.
Oh yeah, it'll really seal good now. bad one, huh?
Gasket's screwing with me. Gasket was in the way.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all it was. And
Well, I don't know yet. Gasket was in the way. Now it's tight.
damn.
Tight. Went right on without the cover, without cranking it. So. It still might work. We'll see. There should be a washer here somewhere. Yep, that'll work. Let's put one in there. Yeah, there's one. I think you had one that was bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Is that it?
No, the can washer's all torn out. We'll use one of these. Let's see, let's start with a 50. It's a good starting point. There we go. See, it works good. If we can get to it. I'm going to use my mock-up gasket to the your mock-up gasket.
Which is going to be my gasket, period.
Mine's
We'll
flat.
swap.
This might not go on, that's the problem. It goes good until you get to there and then it stops. There it goes.
You don't know if it turns the cam until
It's not perfect, but it rotates. Definitely not perfect. Damn it. Did that on purpose. We use this motor?
Case they're 79,
So must be a 7092 then?
flywheels are, I don't know, maybe manufactured last year, 2015.
Is that what the other are? How's this one look to you?
Looks new.
Looks almost like that one.
In other words, this is a Frankenstein motor. Mine's 57.
There's another gasket. That one's not all screwed up like this last one. How about this one? All right. I think that's tighter. See, where's my cover?
Yeah, it almost fell on the floor.
I like that other one better.
That other cover?
I like this one better than that one. Go grab me another one.
where you getting that?
Straight ahead right on the shelf. There's 2 or 3 more of them over there. 7092? Yep, that's it. Let's try that one out. How's that one look?
Just like the other one.
Just like the other one?
It's gonna fall yet.
Are you knocking my stuff on the floor?
Ah, it's just started to fall on its own.
Yeah, I like these. Can I break that?
Not sure.
Sound like I did. There we go. Let's put that over in the counter over there. You got too many camcorders out here. You got front there. How about this? Is this the winner?
I hope so. Third time's a charm.
I'm gonna go back to number one. If it's not.
No?
Loose.
That's a tight one. Yep. I like number one. I already had that one hand picked for you from before.
Yeah, so number one will work?
Number one's better than number 2 and 3. They're getting worse as we go. You want to keep trying?
No.
How many more are out there?
Let's see, one more.
There's one more.
Shot?
You want to try one more?
Sure. If not, we'll stick with number one.
Go straight.
Is this that latest batch that they sent you?
This one hasn't been opened yet.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the last batch. They were out, and then they got some more, and they were out, and they got some more. So. I just told them, kept sending me as you get them. I know I was going to unload them on some of you.
Yeah.
We go back to the 5 that's on the floor that are really bad. You want those?
No.
Okay. I'll guarantee you they won't even work. At least these will work.
Too bad you didn't have any OEM ones laying around.
I got a brand new Harley one, but it's not chrome. It's that semi-polished they have back on the side.
Yeah.
Nope. Yep, one more drag. That's a draggy one.
We'll go back to number one then, right?
Number one. Obviously, number one was out of spec, so we're going to use it.
They're all out of spec.
Yeah, well, they are what they are. Here, I didn't have that one back. That one sucked. Where's number one at?
Is it that one there, or?
Oh, that was number 2. So is this one.
Maybe it's number one?
I don't know. Maybe. It's got the bad gasket in it.
Yeah, then it's number one.
That's number 1. Yep. See the difference?
Oh yeah.
Yep. I think I dragged with it. It'll just have to wear itself in. How bad do you think the cam's going to be? Lots of in-play. Look at that in-play.
Oh,
It's almost like you're into the washroom.
Too much.
Yeah, perfect. Alright, go ahead and cut that off. We gotta get all this crap out of the way so we got room to work, so we'll put these away.